Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a very beautiful, beautiful Monday night here in Southeast Asia. You are in your evening in Africa. In Europe, you're also in your evening. In America, you are just at around in the morning. And Canada as well. Look, I will have to keep awake until 4 a.m. Tuesday morning before I can watch the match. The match is 4 a.m. here in Southeast Asia, dear friend. But I have to keep awake and give you everything that you need to know after the post-match reaction. I'll bring that to you. You in Africa, you should be in your night then. And I believe since you're going to be watching the game in your evening, you wait for my exclusive post-match reaction before going to sleep. Dear friend, welcome once again. This is Salam's blog. I'm excited to come here with the last special edition before the game. My match prediction. Like I told you, I'll be coming your way before the game kickstarts in 2 to 3 hours time. Yes, that is why I'm here right now to give my personal prediction, team lineup prediction, and my expected goals in the game against Newcastle tonight. But before I go to my prediction, my team lineup prediction, I want to say on the table currently, Chelsea are 5 points off Wolves on the 9th position. Wolves are on the 9th position and Chelsea are 5 points beneath them. 6 points off Brighton on the 7th position. 6 points off Brighton on the 7th position, dear friend. Brighton is ahead of Chelsea as well. Wolves also ahead of Chelsea. Wolves is on 9th position, Brighton 7th, and we are 6 points off them. Then we are also 6 points off West Ham. They 6 points off West Ham, and they are on 8th position. Between West Ham and Brighton, it's goal difference. So they are both on 6 points off Chelsea, but then Brighton is on 7th position, and then West Ham is on 8th position. Then Chelsea are 11 points off Manchester United, who is on the 6th position. Manchester United is on 6th position. We are 11 points off them. When are we going to catch up with all this? 5 points, 6 points, 6 points. That means that we'll be hoping that Wolves will start to lose games, 3 games on a row or 5 games on a row. Even if Wolves will lose 2 games on a row, yes, Chelsea will now be at 9th position. If Brighton to lose 2 games on a row, we will now get to 7th position. They will now have to move on before we can catch up with Manchester United on 6th position, which is European final slot. We will have to clear 11 points of Manchester United. Dear friend, it's not going to be easy, but these are the teams that are ahead of us. 4 teams, and we need to get 11 points more to get to European football position. Tonight's game, will tonight's game help us to climb up a little to close the gap on Manchester United? Well, we wait to see. My expectation is that tonight's game will go in favor of Chelsea. That is my expectation. Dear friend, quickly, Pochettino speaking about Jose Mourinho and few interviews that he granted, few things that he said. Quickly, in respect of Jose Mourinho, people calling for him to resign or to leave Chelsea for Jose to take over. This is what he had to say on Jose Mourinho. He said, I respect Jose Mourinho. He is my friend and he was amazing for this club. Circumstances are circumstances. We need to keep pushing, believing in us, and accept all the things that came from the fans. Of course, I respect the fans. You need to ask the players. If the players believe that with another coach, they will do better, I'm the first to say, hey, they can go and talk with the owner and the sporting director. Jose Mourinho is my friend, according to Pochettino. Jose Mourinho is his friend, and therefore, he doesn't have any problem. He has no issue with Jose Mourinho coming to take over from him. If today he is sacked, but definitely he will not leave the job on his own. He will not leave the job on his own. But if he's sacked by the owners, fine. And the players have the liberty, the freedom to go and talk to the owners and the sporting directors. If they think another coach could do the job better than he's doing. Well, once again, he said, it is true that the players are young, but we like to help them. We like to talk, to train, to support. We are supporting them. The fans don't know. The players are so young. Playing at Wembley in a final, maybe they didn't sleep the night before. Sometimes to analyze with different parameters, and the way that you assess is completely unfair. It is true. Some of them, first time going to Wembley, the night before the game, they might not sleep. They might not be able to. They might be having a lot of chats, discussing the games throughout the night. So they will not have enough rest because it's their first time of playing at Wembley and in such a final. 80,000 to 90,000 capacity full. It's not an easy thing. So the coach is saying there are many things that goes into such games, and the players are young. They are still working on them. To be honest with you, let me say this clearly. I would prefer Pochettino to keep quiet from this moment. I would prefer Poch to keep quiet from this moment. I wouldn't like him to continue talking. Because sometimes some of the things that he says annoys me. I'm talking here, I'm saying it here, I see nothing serious about it. But if I want to read in between the lines, some of the things that he says are very annoying. So I'll prefer Pochettino, keep quiet. Don't talk anymore. If you cannot rally the fans behind you, if you cannot call on the fans to support, if you cannot say things that will encourage the fans, the fan base, listen, football is about the fans. You cannot play football in an empty stadium. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense commercially. It doesn't make sense in any way. It is about the fans, Pochettino. And so if you cannot rally the fans behind you, then keep quiet. Listen to what he said. He said, Poch again, he said, it's a different Chelsea. If you are going to judge us analyzing the situation, comparing it with the past of Chelsea, for sure, no one is going to succeed. Keep quiet, Poch. Keep quiet. Get the job done. Let your job speak for you. If you cannot work on the fan situation, if you cannot encourage them, if you cannot rally them behind the players, keep quiet. It's better. Well, dear friend, moving on, it will interest you to note that Chelsea haven't lost a Premier League home fixture in the month of March since 2001. In the month of March since 2001, home fixture. Chelsea have not lost a single home fixture in the month of March. Not all games, only in the month of March since 2001. A run of 37 fixtures, 37 games since 2001 in the month of March. Chelsea have not lost any. We either win or we drew. It's either a draw or Chelsea wins in the month of March. Will tonight be one of those nights that Chelsea will go back with victory, celebrating victory at Stamford Bridge? Chelsea have lost just one of their 28 home games against Newcastle in the Premier League. Chelsea have lost just one of their 28 home games against Newcastle in the Premier League. 120 drew 7. I'll give you match statistics against Newcastle. Out of 28, Chelsea won 20, drew 7. Chelsea have lost just one. Chelsea have lost just one of their 28 games. That is the word. All right? Now, tonight, before I go to my predicted lineup, my time is up. Chelsea will be without Conor Gallagher tonight. And not just Conor Gallagher, Chelsea will also be without Ben Chilwell and Levi Colwill. And therefore, my predicted lineup from the defense, I will start with Disasi and Trevor Chalobah, center defense. Mark Cucurella on the left of defense, since he's back, and Malo Gusto on the right of defense. So, Cucurella, Trevor Chalobah, Disasi, Malo Gusto in my defense. In midfield, usual suspect Casado and Enzo Fernandez. In the absence of Conor Gallagher, I'll play Mudryk on number 10 position. We saw it, he was very effective. He was very lively in our last 2 games on that number 10 role. So Mudryk playing the number 10 role. Cole Palmer on the right side of our wing. Yeah. And Raheem Sterling on the left. This can change to Noni Madueke on the right side, Mudryk on the left, Cole Palmer on number 10 row, and Jackson heading the attack. But some part of me is telling me to make it Mudryk number 10 row, Cole Palmer on the right side of attack, Sterling on the left, and then Nicolas Jackson heading the attack. This is what my first 11 will be. This is what my first 11 will be. Jackson heading the attack, Cole Palmer on the right, Raheem Sterling on the left, Mudryk at number 10 row. Behind Mudryk will be Enzo and Casado. Then my defense will be Malo Gusto, Disasi, Trevor Chalobah, and Marco Cucurella. That is my first 11 for tonight's game. Dear friend, and I'm predicting 2-0 in favor of Chelsea. I'm calling it 2-0. Yes, 2-0 in favor of Chelsea. I will see you immediately after the game for my post-match reaction. See you in the next one when you see me, dear friend. Have a great evening. Shalom and peace.